Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Nationals March to October. We're joining here in the middle of a 5-5 tie, but we got to get out of a jam on the mound here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Gore is on the mound, but I think he's the one responsible for the loaded bases, so I might want to go to somebody new. But first, let's see what we got here. How do we get here? We have home runs from Meneses and Rosario, couple of 2-hit games, a 3-walk game for Happ with a hit. He's perfect. And Cade Cavalli did not have the strongest start. 10 hits allowed with 2 walks, turns into 5 runs allowed, 6 strikeouts. And I think it does make sense to get somebody new out there for this. We have Jordan Hicks coming in with the bases loaded. I'm pretty sure he has one of the highest clutch ratings we have out of a bullpen arm, 84. So he's best suited for this job. Just need an out any way you can get it. Circle change though, Rosario, just get it there. And there we go. We got the out, keeping it tied. We got to pick up this win. We've kind of been middling out lately. We had a pretty big losing streak and we haven't really bounced back. I mean, we're probably winning more games than we're losing since the streak, but it's not like we've come back out with a force. We dropped the division lead. We're still a game back of Atlanta. So this is a big win to pick up here and reassert ourselves as the division favorites. Oh, and Lane Thomas, I just missed that one. Timed it up, but the PCI was not where it needed to be. He's 0 for 5. Looking out on the scoreboard there, it looks like that dropped Lane Thomas's batting average under 300 finally. So I don't know, maybe he's finally losing it. And Happ, are you going to get another time on base? He is. I will take a little bloop hit. That's perfect. Now we get to use Meneses against the lefty. This is where we can take the lead. No, I missed? Oh, no, I actually thought I was on that. How did I miss it? What's it gonna say? I was under. The timing was good. That's why I felt like it was good. Why am I dropping the PCI, though? Alfaro, I think that's staying up, man. That's a pretty good swing to do nothing. You know, everybody coming up this inning is worse against lefties, so I probably should bring in a lefty, but Hicks has been so good whenever I use him that I'm just going to stick with him. And this dude at the plate here, Carlos Torrero, he's one of the rookies I forgot about from last year's draft. We looked at Garrett Doyle, we looked at Charlton Francis last episode, but I forgot about Carlos Torrero. He's right there with him. He's also 18 years old and he's a 70-something overall. And he's striking out. Oh, and that caught the corner, really? That's like the best pitch ever. And there we go. Arise sits down on the change. Jordan Hicks stays dominant. Oh my god, I didn't miss that. Why is that so weak? That was actually a pretty good swing. Oh my god, another good swing that's hit weak. What am I supposed to do? The PCI's on it, the timing's good. That one's gotta drop in. Okay, I mean, that is another good timing, good PCI swing. That just came off the bat with nothing. At least that one dropped in. Maybe this Devin Smeltzer dude is just some kind of cheat code. Ah, and that's the worst swing yet, and it was the hardest hit ball. If we're gonna want to win this one, we're gonna have to do it in extras. It's another set of dudes coming up way better against righties than lefties, but you know what? Jordan Hicks has got something going on right now. Oh yeah, look at that. He can't be touched. And there we go. Weak grounder to second. Oh no! Nick Fortes? I went to the sinker for a 3rd time in a row inside because the first 2 he was so late on. I just didn't think he was going to be able to get around on it. Seriously, Jordan Hicks just gave up a walk-off homer after he'd been so dominant? I was so confident in getting that 3rd out and sending it to extras. That caught me completely off guard. Wow, that's really bad, actually. I think just with the way we loaded into the game, having a bases loaded jam we had to get out of, Well, I was gonna say it should keep us from getting a ton of negative, but it's saying 3 plus an extra one for getting walked off on. All we can hope for is that first one's a lie and it's only gonna be 3 total, but that is still not gonna be good for us at all. I had so many chances to score too, so many good swings actually, that just didn't become anything. That was kind of frustrating in hindsight, and now we're gonna get back on pretty well. I guess we did pick up a win, and now the negative momentum's pretty much gone, and we have a player lock. Okay, Matt Chapman. Get a chance to boost him for the rest of the season. He's been pretty solid. We've pretty much gotten exactly what we paid for. He's actually doing a little bit better than last year, probably. Good home run numbers, good discipline, getting walked a lot, but he definitely strikes out plenty and doesn't have the highest batting average. But I mean, that's, like I said, that's exactly what we paid for. That's the type of player we knew Matt Chapman was going into this. So if we can have a good player lock game with him and get him a performance boost for the rest of this season, and his numbers get even better than they already are, that's gonna turn into a pretty good investment. So let's see who we're facing here. Oh, it's Joe Musgrove. He's like one of those pitchers that I always have trouble with, so hopefully we can get it going in this one. I don't know what it is about. Oh my god, hang on. I was gonna talk about Musgrove, but instead we're down 6-0 already. Seems like an automatic extra snowflake of negative momentum right off the rip. Oh my, there is no reason that should be a double play. That's a hanging slider. How do I manage to make the worst possible swing on every pitch I see? I missed that too. I didn't even make contact. All right, we can chalk this one up. Yep, it's the 8th. We're still being shut out. This is gonna be our last at bat. I didn't want to swing at that, but at the last second, it looked like it might end up in the zone. That's just another player lock game where absolutely nothing could get going. I can never hit in player locks. I mean, right now I can't hit in general, so it's not even anything to do with a player lock. I'm just bad lately. Man, and Adone only pitched 1 inning in that one and gave up 6 runs. He's been having such a good season, like borderline Cy Young contendership, and that's really not gonna help him much, is it? So sure, yeah, tack on another snowflake, get that negative momentum back up there. What are we gonna do about it? How many games in a row are we gonna lose? I think we're up to 5 now. Okay, we get a chance to not make it 6. Oh man, and we're 5 games back because the Braves have been playing, well, I was gonna say they've been playing good, but they're only 6-4 in their last 10. We've just been playing extra bad. I mean, on the bright side, we're still in control of the wild card. It's just the rest of our division that's the threat. Well, actually not even, because all 3 of us can make it, but we don't want the wild card. We don't want to do that again. I know it worked out for us last year, but I just want to win the division, get a first round bye. All right, well, I guess we just move on and get into this next one. It looks like they're kind of trying to give me a freebie with a 1-run lead in the 8th inning. They have nobody on, and it's Nick Fortes up again. Looks like Snell's going really good though. 7 innings, only 3 hits allowed with 6 Ks. Maybe I leave him in. Oh yeah, only 57 pitches. He's got plenty left. And there we go, another punch out right away. Sit down, Fortes. It would be really big to preserve this shutout here, because then we get that extra momentum fireball for the pitchers shutting out the opponents. And there we go, I kind of left that one right there. That was risky. Another K, striking out the side in the 8th. We might just complete this one with Snell. Really would like to do something at the plate though. I mean, we gotta get back on track swinging the bat. Doesn't seem like the best matchup right here. First AB though for Vossler, so I'm gonna keep him in. All right, I'll take it. A leadoff walk. We got a couple more lefty at bats though to come here. Kiermaier and then Abrams. Okay, that's a pitch you gotta hit. That's just how I'm all messed up right now. Look at the PCI. Timing is pretty much there. I just can't figure out where it's gonna end up with my left thumb. Ah, that's another one that I was probably off on with good timing. Yeah, where is that PCI going? I'm timing these pitches up. See, I should just not swing the bat, because that'd be another walk. What am I gonna do swinging the bat anyway? There we go. See? Don't even swing the bat. Come on, Hap. We got a runner in scoring position now. What did I just say? Don't even swing the bat. Who cares if that would get called strike one? That is not in a very hittable location. Take the strike, let the at-bat keep going. Yeah, if I'm missing that with Meneses, I am hopeless. And look at that. Look at this. I gotta take a second here, because finally the PCI is perfect. And now it's the timing that's off. Just put it all together for one swing. All right, another walk. I will take one more. Give me a free run across the plate. At least I have my patience still intact for the most part. At least I'm not just swinging at everything. At least I have something going for me. And this is actually a really good matchup for Alfaro. He's got the massive clutch rating with good power against lefties. See, and I'm scared to swing the bat. Oh, man. That's a pitch you should turn on, though. There's another one, exact same spot. I gotta swing this time if he goes back there. I don't think I got enough of that to get to the gap. I mean, it looked like that was a good inning, but then you remember I literally didn't do anything. I just took 3 walks and then couldn't make it come through. Blake Snell, though, man, 69 pitches starting the 9th inning. And there's good old Dom Smith. I mean, that's just great. That's how you want to start it off. They're going to sack bunt him over. Keep trying it. Pop it up or something. There we go. He did exactly that. Oh, and he would not swing at anything out of the zone. I think we got to take Snell out. Mantiply is actually the better move to go to here with who's coming up to the plate. Look at him, a 105 ERA this year. He's got to be locked down in this appearance of any of them. Oh, they're going. Throw him out, Alfaro. But he was out, actually. All right, big strikeout there. Oh my God, it's a rise. How do we keep him from getting a hit? I guess that's how. Get him jammed, pop it up to third, and just barely we picked up that win. I did not deserve it. I cannot do anything at the plate. I just barely got out of that on the mound. I'm pretty sure that top one's a lie again, but at least it should be 3 total with getting the shutout. See, that game was big to flip it again, but we keep doing this. We keep going back and forth between slightly positive and slightly negative. We have to keep a streak going and actually get out in front of this and get a lot of positive momentum built up here. Took a series against San Diego. It's just simming though, man. Wow, give me a game. What is going on? That one took us all the way to September. We're still 3.5 games back. Somehow we're up to 9th ranked. But man, we're into the last month here. This is it. I was not expecting to cover this many games this quickly in this episode here. I mean, I've only been recording for a half an hour. Normally I sit down for an hour, but I almost want to be done. Save some of these games for later. I don't really want to just rocket through to the end of the season. And you know what? It did say we moved up to 9th ranked. We are in September, so we do have some things we probably could look at here before ending the episode. But also, I'm going to hold off on the next game. So if this is where you guys hop off, thanks for watching, but maybe we'll stretch this another 5 minutes. So first of all, the call-ups for September, it looks like it's Alex Call for the offensive call-up. And yeah, I mean, we had a chance to give him an actual call-up chance with a boost, and I declined it. But he's actually a really good bat against righties right now. I don't really know if we can find a way to get him in there, but maybe I'll have to look into it. And then pitching, it is Kyle Finnegan back up. Okay, that's a good one. Hopefully the game is smart enough to send Harvey down when it comes time for the playoffs and not send Finnegan back down. But I want to look at some of the progression here because I am seeing some different overall numbers Hap is up to an 82. His numbers are just looking good across the board, really. Luis Garcia, though, is all the way up to a 77 now. He's rocketing up. That discipline up +8. I was pretty sure, though, that his contact versus lefties was going up +7, so I don't like that it went back down 2, but still +5 on the year is good. His power's going up. His power has actually come alive here, because it did not look like he was going to come close to his home run total of last year, but now he's like right there. Sheets isn't progressing a ton. He had a stretch where he was hitting a lot of homers, but he hasn't hit too many lately. Average is the exact same as it was last year, but the on base is a little better. Lane Thomas, I mean, he still has really good numbers. They're coming down to earth slowly but surely, but I was kind of hoping it would turn into more progression for him at a B potential. I don't know, maybe he is somebody we take out against righties now that we have Alex Call, because just comparing the two, Call is way better in both contact and power and discipline, I think, and the fielding is going to be pretty similar. Abrams is up to a 75. Chapman actually got up to an 87, back to where he was at the start of the year. He must really be going off lately, though, because this whole season he's had a terrible batting average against lefties and he's been going down, but now all of a sudden he's going up +2 against lefties. Man, if he's doing this good just on his own, imagine what he could have done if I actually got him a boost. Ruiz is up to a 76. Look at those hitting numbers. I like it. +6 to the discipline, +5 and 6 to the power, and 7 to the contact versus lefties. I mean, he really is turning into quietly one of the best players on this team. And then Rosario, just still a dud. I mean, he got up to an 84 a while ago and he hasn't gotten past that. He cannot get anything going this year. It's so frustrating. That was part of the reason I signed him for so long, is he wasn't just supposed to be good now, but with that A potential and still being young, he was supposed to progress a lot. Diaz now is up to a 76. It's tough to see where that's coming from with all those huge numbers from his fast track. Let's see pitching, if anything changed. Adone is still at an 83. Snell had gone down to an 83, but he's back up to an 84. Cavalli's at an 82. Man, he's got a 4.56 ERA, but his FIP is at 3.27. I can't even say, though, that he should be doing a whole lot better, because he's giving up a lot of hits. That's where his problems are coming from. Strasburg's still holding strong at a 78. Gray is now up to a 79. Hicks finally crossed over into the 80 overall threshold. I mean, he's just been an amazing signing. He's been so good. And I don't think I really see any other differences. Maybe F. Frost going up to a 78. I don't think he was there. He's actually progressing pretty good for being 30 years old and a C potential. And I think Sandlin also went up 1 overall. I think he was at an 80. Now he's at an 81. And yeah, him too. We got to see those numbers keep climbing. You'd like to see the walks per 9 get better, but I guess it wouldn't when he's walking 30 batters in 46 innings. All right, man. I mean, the team is in a good spot. It's just all down to me to actually start playing better. And this moment at the start of next episode will be a good test for that, being down 1. If we can make a comeback, that should be able to set us off on a real good path for the last month of the season. But that is where I'm going to go ahead and end this one, guys. As always, make sure if you enjoyed, do me a favor and hit that like button. But thanks for watching this one today, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time.